Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Tony's Picks Happy Hour here for Monday, November 24th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to the Tony's Picks Happy Hour, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here joining us to start the week. Feast week, as they say, we got plenty of college basketball. We've seen plenty of college basketball go off already today. We've seen some upsets, too. We see Towson get the job done over Rhode Island early today. What else did we just see? We just seen upset Creighton. Got the big upset over NC State already to start the day. So, yeah, some college basketball kicking it off. Definitely rolling along already to start the Seton Hall upset. 11-point outright win there. Baylor came back Baylor had a good start to that game. They won that one 81-74. Blue Jays fall just short there in that matchup. Buffalo got the job. We've seen the Gottliebs got themselves an outright win. Woo! Green Bay getting a win there. So, hey, some college basketball to kickstart the day. See how everybody's day went. I didn't touch anything college basketball-wise early to start the day. I gave you out some plays I should have taken Towson, as I said on the morning show. Had a good Sunday, so looking to kickstart the week winning, and we had a nice little 7-3 Sunday. Thanks to some props. Gotta love those prop plays. Nice little 5-1 prop Sunday for me. Added to the bankroll that way, so can't complain about that. Head over to Brian, see how he's doing. How are you doing here, buddy?
Yeah, not bad today, Rod. Happy it's Monday. Yesterday wasn't the worst day ever. I went pretty much break even. It was I went 2-2 on the premium side of things. Prop plays ended up busting me out there at the end. I did drop. I thought for sure the Eagles were going to get it done last night. I waited half the day for that number to change to 2.5, thinking that 3.5 was scary. And sure enough, Cowboys came back at the end of that one and pulled it off. Yeah, I'm a Dallas fan myself, and I didn't even see that one coming. So, hey, I was excited for it, but wrong side. So I didn't make any money off of it. But, yeah, moving on to today, man. Small slate. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, you definitely got me in that one. I was on the Eagles. I figured for sure they had that game rolling along 2-1. You didn't see it coming. Yeah. You didn't see it coming. Let's see that live bet then, down 21-0. If you've seen that coming, you would be up big. And you wouldn't have joined us today here for Feast Week there, Mr. Westers. Come on now. I wish I did see it coming, but just one of those you get up, and I figured for sure they would hit the cruise button. And they did hit the cruise button, but too much of the cruise button, and then that crazy antics down the stretch. It was just one of those finishes. Exciting finish, but definitely not the way you wanted as an Eagles fan, that's for sure, or somebody who had bet the Eagles. It was just a tough way to see that one finish there. One of the rare losses, but hey, let's kickstart the week. Speaking of Feast Week, I know you don't touch a whole lot of college basketball yet, but hey, I touched some, so digging into some that we've already looked at, a couple from this morning. Another ones I'm looking at here, you know what, you're looking at, I'm giving Yale here. Yale and Akron in this neutral court matchup. It was his third game, 4 nights for both these squads. Definitely playing a lot of basketball. You look at Akron, pretty good. 5-1 in the season. Yale 5-1. I'm going to take Yale, though. I like what we got from Yale. I think if they're shooting from 3, get hot, I think they can take Akron out. Give me a Yale in that one, plus the 3. Sprinkle on the money line. I think they can outright Akron in that one. There's another one I'm looking at here is, give me LMU. Loyola Marymount here getting the 4. I like what we've seen from them, 6-0, going against FAU, who's 4-1. Should be a good matchup here. I think this is one of those games that could come down to who's got the ball last. So you want those extra points in your pocket, especially in these college basketball games that do come right down to the wire. Speaking of one that might come right down to the wire, is Arizona State taking on Texas here. Another one. Give me the points. I like Arizona State here in this spot. You're getting 7 over. You're getting the touchdown number. Texas, good squad. But so is Arizona State. I think they're getting a little bit disrespected. Texas being overvalued in this spot. I'll grab Arizona State plus the 7 there in that matchup. Hey, that wraps up college basketball. If you're looking for some more, I can still give out more in the morning show. So that's archived. You can head back on over there and watch out some more college basketball picks. Hey, let's head on over to, what do we got? Let's do the NHL. We got some NHL to cover for today. Just try and get that to click open for us. And then we'll skate on over to the ice, as they say, and we'll cover that for you here today on Monday. We'll split it up 4 and 3, do all the 7 p.m. Eastern games, which is St. Louis taking on the Rangers, Columbus in to take on Washington, Flyers taking on Tampa Bay, Detroit taking on the Devils. And those are all the 7 p.m. Eastern games. Anything on the ice for you there?
Yeah, I'll start right out there on the bottom. Blues and Rangers tonight. I really wanted to back the Rangers tonight at home, favored this much against this Blues team. I just think coming back off the West Coast is going to be a little bit hard for that team. Blues already been here, just coming out of Long Island, facing the Islanders there. I don't want to back the Blues tonight. I think the safer play here in this one is just going to be the under 5.5. I just think that the Rangers ain't going to score much back at home. Blues haven't been scoring much either. I think both sides are going to be able to just, 1 or 2 points, 1 or 2 goals each. That's about it. So give me the under 5.5 in that one. Devils and Red Wings. I'm taking the Devils here on the money line. They're just the better team here overall. They play better hockey back at home. I just think that the Devils are the right side in that one. And then the Capitals, same thing. Give me the Capitals over the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets just haven't been playing that great of hockey. Capitals back at home where they play better, dropping their last one out. I just think that this is a smash mouth for them tonight. So give me the Capitals on the money line.
And for me, I like the over there. Columbus, Washington. I think we see plenty of offense there. You look at Columbus. And they're trying to revenge a game versus an opponent. Washington beat them already 5-1 earlier this season. And when they're trying to revenge, they're 9-1 is this Columbus Blue Jackets squad. So I expect to see plenty of offense. Give me the over in that one. And then I'm with you. Give me the Devils here. Looks like Talbot's getting the starter for Detroit. So I'm fading that guy. Another one. I like the over. Philly and Tampa. I think we see plenty of offense. I know that the Lightning looks like they might be short a couple of guys for tonight, but even if those guys, Point does play and Kucherov do play, I still like the over in this one. You just look Flyers games this year versus teams with winning records. Guess what? 8-1 to the over this year. I think even with Vladar and Vasilevsky going in goal, we see plenty of offense from those two squads. And I'm with you. I like the Rangers here in the spot. 3-1 the last 4 at home versus the Blues. I think the Rangers get their second win of the season there in that one. Give me New York. Hey, that wraps up the early spot of the NHL. Let's head on over to the late night action where we got 3 games on the slate. We got Florida in to take on Nashville, Vegas in to take on Utah, and Ottawa in to take on LA. Anything there in the late night spot for you?
Yeah, give me the Panthers there on the money line on the road against the Predators. I'm not putting my money on the Predators. They're starting Swirls tonight at net. Expected anyway, but this is just way better team. Panthers coming off an upset loss at home last time out versus the Oilers. I think all of us took the Panthers in that one that night. Oilers have been horrible, but of course they came out and punched the Panthers in the mouth for that for the Stanley Cup nonsense they had to deal with last year. So yeah, I think that the Panthers coming to this one hot and ready to go, beat up on this Predators team tonight. So give me them on the money line. And Mammoth at plus money at home. I'm going to lean to the Vegas Knights here in this one on the road, favorited. I just think that they're the better team here. They already beat Mammoth last time out. This could be a revenge spot for them, but the Mammoth that just fell off recently came back down the earth. Honestly, I just think that the Golden Knights are starting to round off back into better form, and they got Schmidt in net tonight. I just think that they get a win here. So give me the Vegas Golden tonight on the road.
Yeah, for me here in these ones, I like Ottawa. Give me the plus price with Ottawa. I like Allmark in goal for the Sens in that regard. And playing a little better hockey, 11-6-4. Kings 10-6-6. And at home, they've only got 1 regulation win at home, do these Kings. This is their second game back off of their road trip that was a successful one, playing their better hockey out on the road as well. So I like Ottawa there in that matchup. And then give me the Knights here. Yeah, the Mammoth as a dog against the Pacific. 6 straight losses for the Mammoth as a loss. They've also failed to cover the puck line in 11 of the last 12 games. So I'm looking at a puck line price there. You get a big puck line price with the Vegas Knights at 2 times your money. Give me Vegas on minus the 1.5. You can take them on the money line as a coin flip price. I think it's a minus 110, 115 price on Vegas. Not a bad price money line wise, but I'm going to take a shot with the puck line. Mammoth, as I said, failed to cover the 11 to 12 puck lines. Another one I like in this spot is I'm with you. You got to go with Florida here in the spot. Florida is beat up and dealing with some injuries, but Nashville's just been awful. They just continued right where they started off last year. No good. Can't win games if you don't score goals. And they've been shut out the last 2 games. So I guess you would say they're due. They're due for a goal, as they say. But I'm not trying to catch a falling knife with this Nashville squad. That is for sure. Hey, are we ready for some football? Yes, we're ready for some football, but we got some NBA before we get to that football. So let's head on over to the hardwood where we got some NBA action to get us going. We'll split it up. Let's see. We got 10 games on the slate. We'll do 4 and 6. We'll kick it off with the early ones, the 7 p.m. Eastern games. Cavs in to take on the Raptors. Pistons in to take on the Pacers. Knicks taking on the Nets. Dallas taking on the Heat. Anything there for you in the first 4 NBA tonight?
Yeah, I don't have injury reports open on my screen, but I'll start right out there with the Cavs and Raptors game. Looks like that line flipped towards the Raptors now. Raptors favorited minus 115, Cavs minus 105. Lean towards the Raptors here on the money line. I think that this line flipped for a reason. Raptors are just playing the better basketball right now. They already beat the Cavaliers twice this season. I think them coming into Toronto tonight, second leg of a back-to-back, I think this is a smash mouth for the Raptors. So give me them. I'll lean them on the money line. Lean them minus the 1.5 as well. Also, looking at the Knicks and the Nets, I'm going to wait a little bit longer here. Looks like this number's creeping down. It was all the way up to 14 this morning. Now it's down to 12.5. If this comes down to like 11, I might bet the Knicks here on the road minus 11 against this Nets team. The Nets off of back-to-back. Yeah, they've been playing better basketball, but the Knicks are the all-around better side here. If this number drops down to even another point, half a point, I might even look at them in the first half, minus 5.5, minus 6.5. I think they can smash them up, especially early in this one. So give me the Knicks in that. That's it for that slot.
Injury wise, I got the thing open. So let's see. Detroit Pacers, looking at the Detroit side of things, it looks like LeVert and Ivy are probable for the Pistons. Looks like Klitman and Suss are out for the Pistons. On the Pacers side of things, Furphy, Jackson Jones, Nesmith, and Toppin all out. Cavs, Raptors, RJ Barrett is out for the Raptors. Cavs side of things, though, boatload. They're sitting and getting ready for a cup game. They don't care about this one. See, I told you holding them up at the border this morning was good. Strus, Porter, Merrill, Hunter, Garland, Allen, all out. Wade is the only one that's questionable there for the Cavs. So starting 5 for the Cavs going to be Ball, Mitchell, Tyson, Evan Mobley, and Wade if he plays. So there it is there. Looks like the Cavs are tanking. They don't care about this game. And as you said, it did flip. You were getting 2.5 with the Raptors this morning where I said grab that number, and that's the number I got. I got the plus 2.5. It's now laying a 1.5 there in that one. Knicks, Nets. Knicks side of things, Noah Nobe, Robinson, and Shamet out for the Knicks. Brooklyn side of things, no Cam Thomas. Surif, Highsmith out. Claxton is probable for the Nets. And then Dallas, Heat, same thing. A whole bunch of guys out for the Heat side. Wiggins, Rozier, Powell, Jovic all out. Hero, probable. Dallas side of things. Lively, Irving, Davis. Davis doubtful. So, yeah, I'm going to say Davis is out. Williams, questionable. Nemhard, questionable. For me, in these ones, as I said, I like the Raptors. Now, even as the favorite, I still like the Raptors in the spot. They've dominated Cleveland so far this season. And Cleveland looks like they don't care. They don't mind losing to the Raptors. What else do we got in this spot? That's pretty much the one that I like. I don't want to lay that kind of price with the Knicks on the road. I would lean to the Nets and getting that big boatload price. It was better when it was like a couple touchdowns this morning. And then Detroit Pacers. Pacers have been playing the better ball, so I would lean to the Pacers plus the 9.5. But it looks like everyone's in for Detroit, so I think they run it up. I think they win by 10 plus. So give me the Pistons there. Lay the 9.5 there in that one. Heat and Dallas. Not touching that game. On to the late night spot where we got the Pelicans taking on the Bulls, Portland taking on the Bucks, Denver taking on Memphis, Houston taking on Phoenix, Jazz taking on the Warriors, Timberwolves taking on the Kings. Looking at the Kings side of things, and Kings and Timberwolves, we're looking at Sabonis out for the Kings, Shannon questionable for Minnesota. Jazz, Warriors, we're looking at Warriors side of things. Green out, Horford out, Kuminga out, Milton out. So hey, Green was questionable. Guess what? He's out for the Warriors. Of course, they're looking forward to this Cup game coming up. Are they looking to cover a 14.5? Don't know. Jazz, Kevin Love, and Niang out for the Jazz. Rockets, Phoenix. On the Rockets side of things, Van Fleet, Tate, Finney Smith, Eason, Durant out. Adams, questionable. Phoenix side of things, no Williams, no Green, no Dunn, no Allen, all out. Fleming, questionable. On Denver, Memphis side of things, Small, Pippen, Morant, Jerome, Clark, all out. Jackson, questionable. On the Denver side of things, Braun, Gordon, and Strother, all out. Portland, Bucks, Giannis, Porter, Prince, all out. Portland side of things, Wesley, Thibault, Sharp, Holiday, Henderson, all out. No scoot across the floor there for Portland. Bulls, Pelicans, both side of things. No Terry, no Okuru, Flowers, Collins, and then questionable Williams, Vukovic, and Herter, all questionable for the Bulls. Pelicans side of things, no Poole, no Murray, Matovic out, Jones out, Hawkins out. Ooh. Ugly second late night spot. Anything in the NBA for you late night wise?
Yeah. We'll start right out. We'll look at the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Denver Nuggets here. I liked it a little better when they were getting 8.5, but I still lean the Grizzlies here plus the 7.5 at home. Even with Morant and a few guys out tonight versus this Nuggets squad, Nuggets just haven't looked like themselves and haven't been covering these big spreads even at home. I just think that this is a spot where the Grizzlies can show up here. I'm not saying they're going to win outright here tonight, but at least keep it close and cover that big 7.5. So give me the Grizzlies, and it's at a plus price, plus 7.5 in this one. I like that. The Bulls and the Pelicans, I really don't want to bet the Bulls right now, even 5.5 against the Pelicans. Bulls, same thing. They're kind of falling off a little bit here the last few matchups. I do lean towards the over in this one. I do think we see points from both sides. So give me the over 243.5. Think it's high like that for a reason. Rockets and Suns. I'm going to lean Suns here, plus the 6.5 full game against the Rockets. Missing Durant, missing a few guys that I think that they're going to need here against this Phoenix team that loves to score a bunch of points, plays their better ball at home this season. Well, most seasons anyway. And without Durant in this one for the Rockets, I think that's kind of a big piece that I think we're going to see Alperine step up tonight. So I like his points, rebounds, and assists over. And I like the Suns here plus the points. So again, plus the 6.5. And give me the Kings at home plus the 9.5 going up against the Timberwolves here. I'm not willing to lay 10 points on the road with the Timberwolves against really anybody. Not yet. They have been playing better, but I just think that this is a spot where people are betting the Timberwolves on the road, and the Kings keep themselves in this one. So I lean them plus 9.5. And I'm staying away from this Golden State Jazz game. 15 is just too much. I know they got Jimmy Butler and, Steph Curry and all that, but yeah, 15 is just a little bit too much for me to lay. So that's a stay away.
Yeah, and as I said in the morning show, I'll take the Jazz plus the points. I don't want to lay that kind of number with the Warriors in that spot, especially they got a big cup game coming up on Wednesday versus the Rockets. And as you can see, the Rockets just some guys. So looks like a couple teams rested some guys for that game coming up on Wednesday heading into that one. So I like the Jazz plus the points, and I like the Suns with you plus the points in that one because there's a couple teams that I think are looking ahead to that cup game. And then Bulls, it's just they're starting to get it to be a mash unit. So as I said in the morning show, I got to go the other way. Button has a little. I'm going to take the under. It was at 245. It's come down 244 compared to actually I think it was 243. So it ticked up half a point. I'm give me the under. Still like the under here. I get an extra half point here as well on that one. I just don't think there's enough offense from the Bulls side of things and. Trusting the Pelicans to do a bulk of heavy lifting on points wise, I just can't trust them yet here. Maybe once they start to put some things together, some actual playing some pretty good basketball. I still can't get the envision the 2-15. I think that's dead last in the league, isn't it? 2-15. Oh,
it's got to be.
What are the Nets? 3-13, so they're not even dead last. The other one is the Wizards. The Wizards might be 2-15. They might be. They might be close, I think, with the with picking up that race for the number one draft pick. And now you can get 10 with the Sacramento Kings. I felt more comfortable this morning when I was laying 9.5. I still think it's Minnesota spot here. It is. I see Kansas kicking up. No, I don't. 10.5 with that. I think Minnesota gets the job done there in that one on the road, as I said this morning. Hey, that wraps up the NBA. Let's head on over to the Monday Night Football. Still looking at 7.5. Yep, 7.5. Most places, I think that 7s are locked on. If you want 7, I think you are late to the party. Maybe you can find a juiced 7. You might be paying minus 115, minus 120, I think, now if you want the 7 on the 49ers. Total wise, 49.5. What do you like here in the Monday Nighter?
Yeah, I got a premium on the side tonight on the site. But I do like the over in this one tonight here on the total over 49.5. I think we see some scoring from both sides in this one tonight. Purdy's back for the 49ers. Their offense have been ticking. McCaffrey's been on fire all season long. I think same thing with the Panthers in this one, honestly. The 49ers defense isn't that fantastic. I think the Panthers are going to be able to score. We have seen Bryce Young play some pretty good football this season. They got better receivers this year with McMillan. Dowdle has stepped up recently. He's been running the hell out of the ball. I think that they're going to be able to move the ball on the ground tonight against the 49ers defense, and if they have to, attack through the air. So I think we see points from both sides. Give me the over 49.5. I'm also going to take a look at some props in this one. I'm going to take Ted McMillan over, I think it's, let me find this exact number quick. Receiving yards over under. Sorry. Yeah, Ted McMillan over 67.5 receiving yards. I like that prop a lot. I think they force feed him tonight. I'm also going to take a look at Christian McCaffrey over 47.5 receiving yards. Him as well. I mean, he's getting 50 plus. He's averaging, almost 60 receiving yards per game. This number is way too low here. I think we see another big game from him tonight. So give me over 47.5 for him. I also lean towards George Kittle over 58.5 receiving yards. Now that Brock Purdy's back, this offense is ticking. Last weekend, first game back with Purdy, you've seen Kittle get 2 touchdowns, a bunch of yards. I think we see at least 1 touchdown for him tonight and a bunch of yards. So give me over 58.5 for Kittle as well.
I like Kittle touchdown. So give me a Kittle touchdown. Give me a Dowdle touchdown. So Kittle, Dowdle, Kittle. Kittle, Dowdle. Give me the 2-teamer there, Dowdle and a Kittle touchdown for me. And I'm still on Carolina. I like Carolina plus the 7.5 here. You get over a touchdown. It's just Kyle Shanahan teams after winning double digits on the road when they come back home. It's just they haven't been covering this number. So I think Carolina can keep it close. As you said, they chew up some of that time of possession by running the ball, and I think they have success running the ball against this 49ers squad. And then that will open up the passing game. It always does. Opens up that play action for you to be able to unleash a couple down the field, and I think that's what happens, especially against the 49ers squad that probably isn't expecting Carolina to open it up down the field for a couple of plays, but I think they do. And they might even connect on a couple of those deep balls here tonight. So, everybody's talking about McCaffrey coming in. Didn't he play these guys already? This isn't the new revenge against Carolina. I just don't. Against his old team. McCaffrey's yapping. Sometimes that just entices Carolina to get going. I love if McCaffrey's yapping on a revenge spot. Perfect. That'll get Carolina stoked, because that's usually stokes up the opposition. Love hearing that guy flapping his gums and bragging that he's going to run it up on you. I hope that's what he's talking about. Is that what he got, Timmy Two Shoes? They've been yapping about the McCaffrey revenge spot. Yeah, Carolina is missing guys. Next man up. Not too worried about it. Mm-hmm. Hey, that wraps up the NFL here for Monday. Wraps up the sports slate we got for you here on Monday. But hey, loaded week. Can't wait for the rest of the week. Plenty of action. Brings us to the player prop, game in the future, parlay. Leave it up to the camera to decide whatever they want to give you in this spot. And then let you know what they got going over at Tony's Picks, because, hey, that's where you can find our best bets is over at Tony's Picks. What do you got for us tonight, Brian?
Yeah, let's do a pick for each sport tonight on the parlay. Let's do a 3-legger. Let's do the Raptors on the money line. Let's take the Vegas Golden Knights on the money line, and let's take the over tonight in the football game, over 49.5. Over on the site, I have a 3-pack up tonight in the NBA. I have a best bet on the NFL game, and I also have a few props in the NFL game as well. One of them I did give you was the Christian McCaffrey over receiving yards. So yeah, got those over on the site. Yesterday wasn't the best day, so looking to bounce back tonight big. Been pretty decent in the NFL this season and doing decent in the NBA recently. So looking to keep that going. You can pair me up with Rod. Use that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Save yourself 50% off with the second capper, and use that promo code Tony T at checkout. Save yourself 15% off there, and let's have a winning night.
Yeah, let's have a winning night. So here's a parlay for you. I gave you one this morning, so if you want to go, that one's still alive for today. So there's 4 teams there, and then we can give you another 3 here. I'm going to take Florida, take the Panthers on the money line, take Ottawa over the Kings, and throw in the Devils over Detroit. Little 3-teamer for you on the hockey tonight. Love those. If you want, there's a 7-teamer for you if you take the 4 from the morning show. Love it. Hey, that wraps it up. And then over at Tony's Picks, hey, I've got my gold star play of the day. We're looking for our 3rd straight there in college basketball side of things. So off to another hot start in college basketball, like I was in last season. Just carried it right on over to the start of this season. 2025 has been good. College basketball wise side of things, hey, up over 4,100 units college basketball this year. So definitely jump aboard. I love college basketball. I kind of drop hockey, and I just end up going college basketball heavy. Once it starts, I just love it. Kind of one of my favorite sports now. It comes close second to hockey, I'm telling you. But hey, that wraps it up for Monday. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate everybody that joins us here on the Happy Hour Show. Timmy Two Shoes, Rod said shout out everybody. He'll be back tomorrow. Little family issue he has to deal with, so take care of that. Shout out Ron Crawford. He'll be back with us on the Happy Hour tomorrow and the rest of the week. So shout out Ron. 7-teamer. Nothing wrong with a little 7-teamer. As we say, as Chris would say, chasing a little generational wealth. And yes, that's what we were doing. Trying to chase some generational wealth. So, nothing chasing a little generational wealth to start the week. So hey, shout out Mr. Wesker's in the chat. Gabriel in the chat. Kevin over 2.5 assists? Possible. That's not a bad way to go. What else we got here? 49er in the chat as well. Hey, Nicholas Handy in the chat. Kevin in the chat. Thanks everybody for joining us here on a Monday. Don't forget, tune in. Looking Ahead show 12 Eastern tonight, and then we got the Night Move show as well. So definitely lots of live shows to get you going on some picks. Definitely check it all out. Check out all the content here at the Toby's Picks YouTube channel. Lots of it for you to entice and dive into. So appreciate everybody that joins us. Have yourself a wonderful Monday. Make it a winning one. Enjoy Feast Week. We'll catch you again tomorrow for the Tony's Picks Happy Hour on Tuesday as we tackle the most again. Lots more action. So see you then. Take care, everybody.
Good luck, guys.